welcome back to the final part of this 4-part review. Thanks for sticking with me for so long. I'm going to try and combine these three fellas, of course Silverbolt, Ironhide and Prowl, into their Magnaboss mode. I'm going to try and quickly rush through this, hopefully without breaking anything. Let's get back to my ugly mug there. Oops, almost there. There we go. Yeah. Right, who shall we start off first? Ironhide. Yeah, I'm going to try and quickly go through this mode so I can show you the little comparison. But first what I'm going to do, remove all the weapons off the figure. What essentially we're going to do is turn this guy upside down, which I'll just show you in just a second. So basically his arms are now going to be his leg and his feet are now going to be his arms for the Magnaboss figure. God, that face is so ugly. In fact, do you remember Aliens? Not the face hugger, the chest burst thingy. That's what it is, isn't it? Guys, you can imagine that, can't you? Anyway, I digress. Puts his hands up in the air, like you just don't care. Trying to remember to do this now. Yep. So basically you put those up like so, turn his feet around, put his face around the other way, and what you simply do is you open up his legs, his feet and his heels like so, and oops, I'm going to flip his leg over that way. That's it. The problem I find with these figures is you're doing a lot of tweaking. You know, once you've actually got the leg or the arms position, there's one little piece that's out of place because there's just so many pieces to it. So that's his legs done. Then what we simply do is you grab his legs and spread them like so. So that kind of forms the platform to where his body's going to go in just a moment. Twist those O's around, which will form his arms. I'll get back to that in just a moment. So that's the first part done. Then I shall go to Silverbolt. Again, remove his two little swords from his hands, and you're virtually transforming him back into his eagle mode with a slight difference. So you flip his body around, and then so you kind of got like a midget figure, there you go, a mini figure of Silverbolt there. Then you open his wings out, if I remember rightly. Now, like I said before, this guy does feel so fragile, like he's gonna explode in my fingers. You know, going back to the Black Zarek figure, where everything was made of gold, and it just feels like he's gonna fall to a million pieces. Anyway, so that's what he ends up looking like. And finally, Prowl. Take his weapon off, and again you're gonna almost virtually transform this figure back to his line mode. I don't know if I've shown the mechanism up close really of this guy. It's kind of double ball joints, so you simply twist one head down, you lift the head up like so, and then you twist it back around. Oops, don't know if you've got that in camera. Do that again. So his double ball joint there, so you twist his head down to the side, lift his head up like so, and then you push his head back to the side again. So that's how the head mechanism works. Of course you can turn it either way, for the line face or for the Magnaboss fuck off head. I mean, that fucking looks like an alien head right there, doesn't it? But anyway, then I'm going to close this off. Let's get those out of the way. So eventually you end up with something that roughly looks like that. So it's almost like he's sitting on his ass. But anyway, now you get the silver bolt figure. Now there's pegs I mentioned before. On the actual wings itself, you've got a hole for one post, and you've got a tab on there, and these simply fit one into the other. So I want to be careful because it's always a little bit of bugger to fix on. So that's one, and hopefully two. There you go. And what you want to do is extend the eagle head out. If I can unhook it, you want to simply put that so the eagle head is resting on his head, like so. Now we get the ironhide body, and again, post and peg. There's a post on the inside of the wing there. That simply fits into that hole there. And again on the other side, that was two little fists. One fist, two fist. Put us two little tabs there. And there we go. We have the Magnaboss figure. What we simply do there is these wing tips, you simply fold them out either side to reveal two little missile launchers itself there, which are ejected by these two little buttons on his back there. So I don't know if this will work. Now what about his weapons, you say? So simply grab that tail piece and you just simply fold everything away so that's facing down. You get the two club pieces and join them together, and these insert into there. If I'm right, and then that's better. And then what you have there is a big fuck off sword. You put that in his hand like so, and there you have the Magnaboss figure. So that's him in all his glory, and that is what makes it worthwhile. I mean, that is a pretty superb figure. I do like that figure. The only downside, if you look at the kibble, Ironhide now becomes the arse. So you could say Ironhide talks shit all day. Now, for the surprise. Hopefully I haven't overrun. If I have, there's going to be 5 parts to this. But if not, does anyone know who this figure is? It's not a Transformer. Oops, lost this big fuck off big cannon there. This in fact is Dan Koga. Dan Koga, whichever way you want to pronounce it. This was actually produced by Bandai in 1985. And I thought this figure's fucking impressive for the time itself. And this again is one of my originals, which I purchased. Well, no, in fact this was my birthday present for my parents when I was doing my Transformer stage, and I was gutted because I really wanted Megatron. I remember I threw a fit. Anyway, I'm not going to review this figure today, but I want a comparison between these two guys. Both got eagle heads, both got elephant bodies. The only difference is, of course, the head is a lion, whereas the eagle makes the head on this, and instead he's got a lion for a foot and a jaguar for the other, or puma of some sort. So yeah, I thought that was a nice little comparison between the two figures itself there. Size-wise, they're both almost identical. If I just show you down here, yeah, almost identical in terms of height-wise, size-wise. But I think, you know, in some sort of subliminal way, I bought this figure because I had this figure. But anyway, that's it really. If I just, whoops, I'm at an angle now. If hopefully you've enjoyed this quick, weird kind of like review of Magnaboss. This, of course, is my first Beast Wars review. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you would like me to review this guy, Dan Koga, then drop me a line down in the little box right there. in your comments, and if there's enough people who want to look at this guy, then I will review him. Otherwise, I will not. Simple.